Welcome back to The Forge. My name is Nova, and in today's video, we're going to cover two topics. One is the new OpenAI Sora, and two, why don't I pay for ChatGPT anymore? Because honestly, both of these are very, very good questions, and I'm going to tell you exactly why in this video, because why the heck not? The first one is we're going to be covering is OpenAI Sora, and its eventual demise, because it's going to die. Let's be real. Let's be honest. It's not the best video model out there. There are better ones that are open source and that work a little better, and all around just better consistency and all that kind of stuff like that. So let's hit you with this. Let's get going and let's have some fun in the Forge. Okay, so the first thing is OpenAI Sora. Why don't I use it for my videos? Why haven't I posted in a while for one? And I'm very, very sorry about that. I'll just make a quick explainer here. Down in the description below, there is a dono link. This channel is going to be switching to donations and advertisements, mostly just for the simple fact that the Forge runs off contracting. So we work with contractors and all that kind of stuff like that. And we also work with companies to create their products. And unfortunately, the contracts that we had recently got closed. They weren't renewed this year. So we have to find other avenues of actually making money to survive in this industry. With that being said, this video is not a money grab and all that kind of stuff like that. This is the one and only time that you will hear me ask for you to donate. Down in the link in the description below. Just go check it out, and if you have it in your heart, give us a few dollars. We'd be very grateful. In the next video, we also do show everyone who's donated. If you want to throw one of your clips on our videos, let us know. Also on the same dono link. Alright, thank you. Let's get into it. So, OpenAI Sora and the recent controversy, and everyone's talking about Sora like it's a bad thing. And yes, there are positives to it. There are negatives to it. Let's talk about both, and let's really get into everyone's point of view here. Let's figure it out and see one of the reasons why I would never use it, and as well, one of the reasons why you might use it or you might not use it. So, firstly, OpenAI Sora is trying to change the world with, making videos and all that kind of stuff like that. It's literally trying to make realistic video that changes the scope of Hollywood or anywhere else. And honestly, I vibe with that. Hollywood is not the best place to do videos or to make movies or that kind of stuff like that. They interrupt literal cities to make their movies and then cause other people pain and suffering and problems. If we could have an AI model that would generate the B-roll or whatever else they needed without actually disrupting society, that would be a very, very great, it'd be a very, very great day for Hollywood and just for society in general. It might actually just help more than we think. But here's the thing, right? Is OpenAI Sora is not the best ever. OpenAI claims that Sora fixed problems with generation models, especially for videos, images, and all that kind of stuff like that, with more accurate physics, better consistency with objects and characters, and has a better understanding of detailed prompts you enter, longer clip outputs up to 1 minute, which I don't believe that they have 1 minute right now. I think it's 20 seconds is the highest that you can realistically buy right now, and as well high resolution photorealistic outputs from the demonstration video that some people have seen. So let's cover all these and let's debunk a few of them. More accurate physics. Well, I'm just going to go to the Explore tab, and we're going to look at some of these physics here from this generation, and just see if these physics actually like work properly, because I don't actually see on half of these videos having good physics inside of them. Like, what's that? What's this? Like, what is all of this? Physics is a hard thing to do for just animators in general, and being able to do that programmatically and having it generate with an AI and a physics engine is very hard to do as well. And don't get me wrong, OpenAI's developers are very, very good. They're the original mainstream, text to speech and all that kind of stuff like that. But realistically, they've gone down the hole since investors have gotten in, and they haven't been the best ever so far. That doesn't seem realistic. Consistency is key, right? So the one thing that they have fixed is, again, the better consistency with objects and characters, essentially making sure that the characters that are in the video are actually the ones in the video. But birds don't move like this, waves don't crash like this, fire doesn't move like that. When you get into complex physics equations and everything else like that, realistically, it's going to be hard even for a human to set up physics. That's not good physics right there. Right? You get the you understand where I'm coming from here. Of more accurate physics. Yes, there is more accurate physics, but it's definitely not fixing weird physics. It's just trying to stop the weird physics from happening with prompting and other stuff like that, and the way the model's trained. That's the first big thing, is you can't actually solve the physics problem. It doesn't fix itself, and training it out is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly hard to do. It doesn't just go away overnight, and it's going to require years more of training to solve this problem. That's the first thing. The next thing is resolution issues and all of that, longer clips, and currently right now, the $200, that's right, you heard me right. Instead of doing a credit system like every other company where you can buy a set amount of credits instead of or refill your credits, or specifically purchase a 1080p upgrade for your $20 a month plan, right, and just make it $30 a month. No, they have decided to lock 1080p 20-second generation behind a paywall of $200. It's incredible what OpenAI can come up with next. It's great, it's amazing, except for the fact that I would prefer them to just do a credit system like every other company that wants to unlock longer generation. Most people would just purchase credits and would be content with that. It's 2,000 credits for 20 seconds of 1080p footage. There's no guarantee that the footage is actually going to be good, which essentially means that you're essentially playing a gambling game, similar to blackjack or a slot machine. You put your money in, you pull the lever, and you hope for the best. With the $200 plan, you get 5 generations of 20-second footage that you can use in videos, YouTube, B-roll, all that kind of stuff like that. You get the copyrights to it. But realistically, I'm pulling the lever on the slot machine with 5 generations, and there's no guarantee that it's actually going to work. That's the big thing. That's the problem. Now, let's talk about a few things of the physics engine that is used, because the physics engine is a mystery on the model. So let's figure out what exactly they're using for physics, because the physics aren't that bad, especially for their training data. But what exactly are they using for these physics? Because I don't believe that these are realistic physics. I don't believe that they fully used footage for it. And what exactly are they using for their physics engine? Because some of these don't look like real life physics, and if it's trained off real life, then it has to use realistic physics. So what's the best realistic physics that someone can use? Well, in reality, the best one that we've got so far that's free, and we know OpenAI does not want to pay for a physics engine to train a damn model. So let's call them out on a thing. Unreal Engine 5 is not entirely a game engine, it's also a film engine. But it's also a physics engine. Bingo. You got it. Congratulations. OpenAI might have been using Unreal Engine 5 to generate content and film specifically for OpenAI Sora, using it to map out physics, using it to map out points, and using it to map out characters and people and all that other kind of stuff like that. Essentially what that means is if they did use Unreal Engine 5, they are subject to Unreal Engine 5's licensing agreement and usage restrictions. And I have made games in the past, so I know what those restrictions are. It is up to $1 million in sales and revenue. Either $1 million in sales or $1 million in revenue. People that create free games do not have to pay the royalty fees to Unreal Engine 5. Magic. It's almost like it's just fancy or something. Yes. But you don't have to pay the royalties to Unreal Engine 5, and that is beautiful, and I love that. But realistically, it's not free, and if they did use Unreal Engine 5 for the videos, they're going to have to start paying Epic Games in royalties after $1 million of sales and purchases for OpenAI Sora. If the money came from Sora, and it specifically did use Unreal Engine 5's physics engine to generate and create these, or to train the model, it would be in violation of the licensing agreement that people agree to when you use Unreal Engine 5, which is, again, $1 million in revenue or $1 million in sales. They are similar and the same, but they're not exactly the same, and that is perfectly fine. So, yeah, that's the thing, right? This is not physics. Physics does not exist here. But yeah, it's the same thing, but not exactly. $1 million in sales essentially just means that it's $1 million in sales. You can sell $1 million of donuts, but there's still the cost of actually selling those donuts, marketing your donuts, and doing all that kind of stuff to actually sell donuts. Got the idea for that line right here. So that's the first thing. The $1 million in revenue is just $1 million in gross profit revenue. Where essentially you don't have to pay anyone, etc., etc. Now, let's talk about some controversy of the OpenAI Sora model. Firstly, there has been some stuff essentially about animators being replaced immediately upon this model being released. Realistically, no. I hate to say it to you, and I hate to say this now and everything, when I had a great build up to this controversy of OpenAI Sora replacing animators and filmmakers to beat the industry and all that kind of. It's not gonna work that way. No matter what you want, it's not gonna work that way. Okay? OpenAI Sora is a tool. Just like every other artificial intelligence and machine learning image generator, text generator, ChatGPT, Claude 3.5 Sonnet, and all that kind of stuff like that. It's a tool, it's not a replacement. It has to be guided by humans, and the footage has to be edited by a human. There is no AI editing model that's actually good enough to edit videos. Once there's something like that, then humans are replaced. The entire editing industry is uprooted and replaced. And let me explain that to you real quick. If anyone, and I mean it, if anyone can legitimately find a editing model that can edit videos to the precision of a professional editor in industry, I would pay for that shit immediately. Not a joke. I hate editing my own videos, and I think most editors that edit videos hate editing those videos too. Realistically, we would rather replace ourselves and replace our job with it, because it takes hours, and I mean it, hours and hours to edit a video to the specific specifications that the film industry would require, or the specific specifications that I set for myself for the videos for the Forge. Just keep that in mind real quick. Pain and suffering. Okay. Now that we know that little bit of information, why won't it replace animators? Why won't it replace filmmakers? Why won't it replace anything? Why won't it replace anime in Japan? Well, that's the simple answer. Is literally, it's not good enough. The film that it produces doesn't have that much consistency. The quality is good, but realistically, it probably won't stay in the same style consistently. The weird AI artifacting that does and is created by the artificial intelligence machine learning model, the anime physics that would be required to create animations and stuff like this, where the apple doesn't rotate in the arm of the thing. It's supposed to rotate with the hand. If you're holding an apple, it's not going to work, right? And I bet you with some very clever prompting, yes, you can get the dang thing to work properly and blah, blah, blah. And I know that these comments are going to be coming, and I get that, and I understand that, and I understand that there are some people that really, 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 really like to fight against content creators on this. But realistically, this model is not going to change much in the industry currently this year. It's not going to be worth actually using for most content creators. I have seen some content creators using this tool or using similar tools like it to create B-roll for their content, and I've already seen the effects. Videos that use artificial intelligence like this that are actually not very good and just picking clips willy-nilly, or they get a new editor and that editor uses a tool like this instead of actually just taking the B-roll that was shot by the content creator and instead wants to replace it with artificial intelligence machine learning clips. Those videos bomb. They fail. They do not work very well. No one wants to watch past the first AI clip reasoning because it doesn't look good. It's just eerie. It's just uncanny. The movements don't fit well. The colors are off. The faces don't look good. They don't look like a person. The hands are not correct ever. The hands are never correct. Ever. It's just crazy. The way fabric flows, the way air flows, the particles in the image and video, lens corrections, all that kind of stuff, it doesn't work. AI doesn't understand the nuances of film creation, let alone the creation of a YouTube video. It doesn't work. I don't care what anyone says. This model, it exists, and that's great. And that's good for this industry, but it's a tool. Like image generators, like chatbots, like everything else AI, it's a tool to supplement our workflow and allow film creators, YouTubers, and all that to use it. That's great. But what the hell is OpenAI doing? Why the hell is your 1080p plan $200 a month, OpenAI? You say it's up to 500 videos, but that's 500 videos at 480p. No one records in 480p anymore, OpenAI. You know this. Stop it. It's 2,000 credits. Again, it's 2,000 credits for a 1080p 20-second duration video. Not even at the 5 concurrent generations that they say that ChatGPT Pro will give you. It's a waste of mine and your money. It's not a joke. So, now that we got that out of our system, let's just explain why I don't use OpenAI anymore for content generation at all. Because it's trash. There's a lot of trash in this. Their business practices are very trashy, and it's just not the best thing ever. It's not, right? So, let's explain something. Firstly, ChatGPT Plus gives you creativity. Yeah, sure, whatever. It doesn't actually, it's not the best thing ever. ChatGPT Pro is just overpriced. Yes, ChatGPT Pro and ChatGPT Plus will give you more tokens that you can burn on the chatbot and all that kind of stuff like that. But realistically, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I care about that? Let me explain something. As a software engineer and a video creator that's on YouTube, I go through my day-to-day either working with AI or working with video models and text-to-speech models and all these other kinds of models to create the videos that I create. I have other channels, and there's hundreds of videos that get posted daily, and I don't use AI to create an entire video. I might use AI for different voices in the video. I might use AI, actual good video models that are open source and that I can train myself as well, to create some little snippets of videos. Maybe cats running around in a room or something like that if it's a cat video, right? Or I use text generation models to literally just create a very baseline outlined script that I don't fully follow, and I still add the human flair and touch to it so that you guys will still watch it, right? And this video is not even scripted. I just came on here because I'm pissed off. I've been seeing so many posts online literally just about this damn text to video model and ChatGPT and how they're changing the world. Yes, of course. They can be changing the world all they want. But stop shoving it in our faces, guys. It's not worth it to cover it. This type of stuff is literally just a stunt to get themselves in the news, to get more people on their platform and talking about their software. And yes, I know, I fell into the trap because I'm talking about their software, talking about their plans, and talking about everything else. But that's literally why I'm done with OpenAI and ChatGPT and Sora and their text-to-speech models and all of that crap. Because that's what it is. It's crap. It's a steaming pile of cow dung that has been strewn around onto a plate and then served to someone very, very rich. It's literally it. Realistically, if I wanted to use a text generation model, a text-to-video model, or anything else like that, as a developer, as a software engineer, I would literally just go and grab the API, create a very basic Python script, and then just CLI this damn thing. Like I usually do. I'm not going to buy into $200 a month plans to appease ChatGPT or to appease OpenAI and give them more of my money that they don't deserve. And this is where I'm going to set the end for this thing, realistically. If OpenAI can change their business practices, change their plans, or add a median plan, I might just pay for it. Because $200 a month for 5 videos on Sora is not worth it to me. And they know that. They know it's unrealistic for content creators to use this in any capacity, unless you're rich. And I'm not rich. But honestly, even if they did add a third plan that is cheaper than ChatGPT Pro, but also more expensive than ChatGPT Plus, I still probably wouldn't pay for it. Why wouldn't I? Well, the simple answer is because it's a waste of my money. The videos aren't that good resolution. They don't follow normal content creation practices. And honestly, it just fully rips away the human feel out of any content that I like. And I'm annoyed. Really am. I've seen this damn thing being used in videos for B-roll that really should not be used. Generating content in videos that don't fit in the video that I'm watching and stuff like that. And honestly, if you're a content creator that's realistically looking at this and going, I could use this. I can't get a drone to get this video and get this video done and stuff. Use the $200 a month. Go buy a DJI Mavic. It'll be cheaper. Learn how to use the Mavic. Create videos. Create your own B-roll. I promise you, it would be more efficient of your time to stay away from the controversy and to just record your own footage. And then you're not liable for any copyright strikes or anything else if the AI generates two of the same clips as well. Right? Right. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video on the Forge. And sorry if it wasn't the direct video that you wanted today, but I just needed to rant about OpenAI and the Sora model and all their business practices and everything else like that. It isn't the best company to work with, and honestly, if you're going to use a text generation model, go use Claude. Claude is so much better in every aspect, in any way. Just go check it out. It's worth it. It's worth it. Alrighty, thank you. Have a great day. Hello, this is Nova from The Forge. I just wanted to say this real quick. Firstly, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to be alerted for our next videos. We're going to be doing a lot of coding tutorials in the future, so just check them out. It's going to be really awesome. We're going to be covering a bunch of Python stuff and how to train your own models as well. But that's not what I'm here for. I want to tell you that, yes, I got a little bit heated in this video, and honestly, there's a lot of aggression here from me about OpenAI Sora and text-to-video models in general, and I'm very, very sorry about that. It's turned into a kind of a topic that I have inside of myself and with my family and stuff like that, of people of you know, me going against people's point of views in regards to AI and stuff like that in general, mostly because I was one of the developers, not for Sora, but for other types of artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms in general, right? So I've done a lot of work with AI and machine learning and all that kind of stuff like that. And it's just kind of spiraled into a hate for the industry in general. Using AI to make AI is a thing, and it's a good topic to cover, and we're going to cover that in the next video. Essentially, can an AI make another AI? Which is going to be really cool to actually do. Just let me know what else you want to see as well down in the comment section below. Check it out. Thank you. Have a great day. Welcome to The Forge.